guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing really well. So I posted a video a couple of days back announcing that I'm pregnant, and we also announced it over on Instagram and Facebook as well. We've had so many lovely messages, so thank you so much guys for all the love. I'm 16 weeks pregnant today, which is crazy. It's absolutely flown by. I'm already in my second trimester. I'm feeling pretty good now that I'm out of my first trimester. Suffering really badly with headaches at the moment. Every day like I wake up with a headache and it doesn't go away like all day. But other than that, I'm feeling really good, much better now I'm out of my first trimester. I just thought it'd be quite good to run you guys through everything I experienced in my first trimester. I know everyone's pregnancies are completely different. We also don't know what we're having yet, whether it's a boy or a girl, and there's so many old wives' tales going around, but this is just what I've experienced. And yeah, I've literally made bullet points on my phone. Every time I was going through something, I would literally jot it down so I didn't forget, because I knew I wanted to make this video for you guys. So before I go through all of the first trimester symptoms, so this is our baby at 9 weeks. It was literally the size of a grape here, so absolutely tiny. And I couldn't believe how much it was moving, considering it was like the size of a grape. I thought it was just going to be like a blob on the screen, but it was like wriggling around and moving its arms and legs. It was crazy and really emotional as well. But yeah, let's go through everything I experienced in my first trimester. So my first symptoms started from around week 4 to 5. I had missed my period obviously, but also I'd started to feel slightly unwell, so that's when I decided to do a test on week 5. So week 4, I don't know how much I can say on YouTube without them like demonetizing my video, but I was really sore and painful around this region. Really tender. Then I experienced gagging like no other. I was just gagging all the time over anything. I was just constantly feeling like in the throat. It was disgusting. And just permanently. Nausea was really bad. I just felt so sick all the time. I didn't actually throw up. I threw up once, but I think that was from gagging so much, to be honest. But other than that, it was just pure nausea all day long. It wasn't just in the morning, it was all throughout the day. Feeling lightheaded and dizzy. This only lasted about a week, I think. But yeah, really lightheaded. Short of breath and can't breathe. I felt like I had run a marathon. And I don't know how. It's something to do with the hormonal changes, but I literally was out of breath all the time, just from doing anything or nothing. Like I could walk up the stairs and just be like I didn't even know at the time I was pregnant. I was like, what is going on? And when I was lying down on my back as well, I'd get like really out of breath, like I felt like I couldn't breathe, so I'd have to sit up. Freezing cold. It was cold, but it wasn't that cold. I remember putting like 3 jumpers on, a thin coat, a big puffy coat, hat, gloves, scarf, everything. And sitting in our van with the heaters on full blast, and I was still shivering, and John was like, it's not that cold. So yeah, freezing cold, and that lasted a couple of weeks of me feeling freezing cold. Headaches and cramping, almost like a period cramp. Not that I know what periods feel like anymore because I have endometriosis, which is a whole other level, but the pain was kind of what I remember period cramping to be like. Yeah, that's obviously due to the uterus like swelling and stretching. Lower back pain, so again, I usually always get lower back pain in my coccyx from my endo. It was like that, but kind of across my whole back. Again, I have a couple of midwives like who are friends and family members, and they've all just said to me that like everything is stretching and growing and preparing to grow a baby, so that's what that is. Sensitive to smells. Oh my god. The sensitivity to smells was probably my worst symptom at the beginning, because we had just had a new kitchen installed, a brand new fridge, brand new dishwasher, nothing wrong with them, but the smell of the food in my fridge, it's making me gag a bit now just thinking about it. The smell of the food in my fridge and the smell of the dishes in the dishwasher, I could smell them from the other room. Like the living room is a complete separate room, and I could smell my fridge from the living room, and I'd be like, the fridge has got to go. The fridge has to go. There was literally nothing wrong with the fridge or the dishwasher. John didn't know what I was on about. I could smell it. Like, I feel like my sense of smell was like a dog. I could smell it so badly, and just certain foods would just turn me as well, just the smell of them. But yeah, crazy, really crazy. Oh, the smell of the dogs as well, the poor dogs. Usually I can't smell them that much, but the smell of the dogs turned me sick, and I was like, guys, you've got to just step back. Bless them. That only lasted a couple of weeks, thank goodness. Racing heart, palpitations. I used to get palpitations anyway, but it was just like all the time, and I think it's the blood trying to flow and create the placenta and everything. Crying over anything. I could literally drop a pen on the floor and start crying over it. Like, the hormones are crazy in the first trimester. Congestion bad at night and choking on my own phlegm. I know that's disgusting, but every time I'd lie back in the night, I'd like shoot up coughing because I'd be like choking on my own phlegm or spit. Sorry if it's TMI, but yeah, I'd be like choking and coughing every night. That I still get that sometimes now in my second trimester, but not as bad as it was at the beginning of the first trimester. It was like as if it was like trickling down my throat onto my lungs in the night. I would just be snivelling all the time like I had a cold, but I didn't have a cold. Really strange. I wrote, everything is taking it out of me. That's so true. Like, I'd literally do anything and have to go lie down for 10 minutes. So like doing my makeup, go lie down for 10 minutes. Do my hair, go lie down. Crazy. Brush my teeth, go lie down. Crazy amount of just exhaustion at the beginning. Any form of activity, I'd have to rest for long periods after. So I was actually dancing at the beginning. It was really difficult because I had to pretend everything was okay during my dance classes, and this is at the time where I was gagging and really nauseous, and just dancing itself was exhausting, and I'm so used to it. I've been doing it all my life, but it was just really draining. Thankfully I have a lovely student teacher who helps with my classes, so at the time she didn't know either, so I'd be like, oh, can you take over, I don't feel too good. But thank goodness she knows now. I feel like a zombie. That pretty much sums up the whole first trimester. Craving, oh yeah, craving. So this was actually one of the questions that somebody asked what cravings have you had, and I've actually put down here, I was craving salt and vinegar crisps, cheese spread on toast, and ice cold squash with ice cubes. My craving for ice cubes was nuts. Like, I've never really had ice cubes before other than when it's hot in the summer, but I had to have ice cubes with everything. It was really cold, but yeah, ice cubes. Vegetables make me want to vomit, that's what I wrote. Which is crazy because I was trying to like force myself to eat vegetables because I eat a pretty balanced diet anyway. I'm always eating fruit and veg, but the thought of chopping vegetables to cook them, like to boil them and then eat them, I couldn't do it. If somebody cooked a meal for me and put it in front of me, I'd eat it without really thinking about it and I'd be okay after sort of 5 minutes. But the thought of like making a Sunday dinner and chopping up carrots and potatoes and broccoli and things like that and then boiling them, I couldn't do it. It was bizarre. Don't ask me why. I can do it now, but the first couple of weeks, the thought of doing that, isn't it crazy? Nosebleeds. This is crazy because this is probably my biggest symptom yet, because I've had a nosebleed every single day since I found out I was pregnant, and it's now more like twice a day, so it's like morning and night I get a nosebleed, and it's only from the one nostril, which is crazy. And they're quite heavy as well, quite heavy nosebleeds. But yeah, I've always suffered with nosebleeds, but they would be like now and again, whereas now it's almost like the same time every day, boom, I get a nosebleed. Which is crazy, but my midwife said it's the blood vessels in your nose swelling or something. So yeah. Oh, constant hunger. Even though I had food aversions, which was awful in the first trimester, and I was off a lot of foods, I kind of just wanted like plain things like toast. I was also extremely hungry all the time, so that was hard. Like I'd wake up in the morning, and sometimes I'm such an early bird, I'd be up at like 5 and I'd have to have my breakfast because I would be starving. Like if I didn't eat there and then, I feel like I was going to throw up. So most of the time I would come downstairs and make a piece of toast and just eat that straight away, just to calm my stomach and to stop me feeling so nauseous. And also I went off hot drinks, so tea and coffee, no. I have changed over to decaf with everything. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, I bought decaf tea bags, decaf coffee, but I couldn't touch it for the first 12 weeks. I just wanted orange juice and water. I've put end of week 8, worst day yet. Laid on the sofa all day. Oh yeah, I felt horrendous this day. Laid on the sofa all day, really nauseous, dizzy and exhausted. Had to cancel all my dance classes and slept for 12 hours that night. It was needed. Yeah, I was really, really bad that one day, and I just couldn't move. It was like my body was telling me to just lie down and don't do anything. So that's what I had to do. I've also put here the night events are difficult. So I still get it a little bit now, but it was more so in the first trimester. Just any event in the night time, whether that was a meal or a party or whatever I was going to, like after like 7 p.m. in the night, if I was sat on the chair in the same position for too long, I would get really uncomfortable and in pain and bloated as well, and I would just feel like I need to go and lie down. Terrible indigestion. Oh yeah, I had really bad, like a burning sensation in my stomach, and I took Gaviscon, which helped. This is what I wrote. I'm upset today because I have luxuries when pregnant and some people don't, including animals like sheep. I remember crying because I passed sheep with like baby lambs and it was raining. I was like, oh my gosh, they're all out in the rain and they don't have like luxuries like we do. And it really, really upset me. And I come home crying over the lambs because they didn't have like a nice warm bed to sleep in. Oh gosh. I caught a chest infection at 10 weeks. This was really like a big struggle because I felt like I was already going through a lot with the pregnancy, but trying to fight off a chest infection as well. That was a really hard week. I think it lasted about 10 days. Then once I got rid of the chest infection, I developed sciatica in my lower left back, which lasted 10 days. This was agonizing, like really, really bad. It was like a trapped nerve, which I know sciatica is a trapped nerve, but it was like jarring every time I was walking. I couldn't dance, I couldn't sit in one position for too long. It was really difficult having sciatica, but yeah, that's gone now, thankfully. And that is pretty much everything in the first trimester, because after that it goes into the second trimester. And I've started jotting things down in the second trimester. But yeah, most people's questions on Instagram were like, how am I feeling? Have I had morning sickness? And just questions in general. I hope that's answered most of them for you guys. And then I also had a couple of people just like leaving comments like, I'm so happy for you, not a question but you deserve this so much and I'm so happy for you, sending you so much love, congratulations Leash, you'll be such an amazing mum. That is literally so lovely. So thank you guys so much for your lovely questions and messages. I feel like this baby is so loved already, and I'm just so grateful and thankful that this miracle baby is coming into our lives. I'm feeling really good now that I'm in my second trimester. Any symptoms I do get, I'm jotting them down because I will update you guys in the second trimester video. Out of breath. But yeah, I think I've covered most things in the first trimester. I just wanted to thank you all for watching and being on this journey with us. I'll get John to jump in a video with me as well at some point so he can give you guys his perspective on my pregnancy so far. He's just as excited as I am, and all our families are as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope it was insightful in some way. If you're pregnant too, congratulations. I hope you're not struggling too much, and it'll all be worth it in the end. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. So yeah, thank you so much guys. I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye.